Hello everyone and welcome to another Urban Pixel Downtown exhibit. Today we will be talking about this hotel and skyscraper connection here, and this will be our final episode of the downtown exhibits. And so here we are. This is my newest building in the downtown area. Actually, just the hotel part is the newest part. And so let's go over a little bit of how I designed this building. And so originally, it was just this black skyscraper here, very tall, and on the other side was just like the flat grass. But I noticed in Boston there was a Marriott in Copley Square that connected to the Prudential Center, and so I decided I would kind of implement that design into my own city. But instead of connecting to a mall, I just decided to connect it into the skyscraper with this black glass design overhanging the lobby area, giving it a very spacious feel. And then the rest of the hotel would just be built off of the foundation of that. And so this tower design is taken from that building in Boston. So let's see here. As you can see, I'll just do a quick exterior tour. Some parts are the same, some parts are different. So this side and the window design and the overall shape of the building is the same, like this. And other parts I've changed a little bit because of the nature of how I've built the building. And you can see the window texture is not fully finished on this side of the building, but it will be soon. And on this side, most of the wall hasn't been finished yet. Most of my time has been spent working on the elevators. And I've been making some sample floors as well, which you can see in here. And so that's about it for the exterior. If we look at it from the top, we can see that the building is made up of two sections, like such. So it's one rectangular section this way of rooms and one going this way with rooms. And then in this middle diagonal section is where all of the elevators bring the people up. And so there's about like 6 elevators, I think, that are in the core of the building right there. Okay, so that's just about done for the exterior. Actually, no, we have a couple more things to talk about. So, as you can see, this is like a Marriott logo, and there's another Marriott logo on the top of the building, that red M right there. You can kind of get a glimpse of it up there, yeah. The black glass extending all the way up. And for the lobby area, I've just made some simple trees, small ones. These ones I've built completely without using like the tree that's already available. I just simply use a wooden fence and I put some bushes around it. I think these were jungle bushes. And then I laid the ground with moss. I put this cave wall texture on the back like this. Kind of give it a nice greenery texture with the brown in the back. Right underneath this large glass awning right here. And as you can see, the drive up to the lobby is made with this brick texture. So the cars will drive into this way. I put a little waterfall decoration thing here, and it's just lit with the simple gray roof and the yellow frog light, and the whole thing is lined with this black glass shape like this. And so I'll probably add like a parking lot for the hotel somewhere behind it because this large main road is going through this way, so I'll have to figure out how I'm going to do that. So let's go inside now. And yes, it's going to take a little bit to take it all in. But I really wanted the lobby of this hotel to feel as spacious as possible. And so as you can see, the first 3 floors of the hotel are completely in this humongous section here. It almost has like a mall feel to it. And so let's go about how I designed this area. A lot of hanging glass lights. The floor is actually not super well lit, which is a kind of a deliberate design. It just shows how these fancy lights are just hanging from up there like that. The second and third floors are better lit with these end rods like this in a distinct pattern. And so let's talk about this. So right now we are in this skyscraper at the corner with this distinct shape with 3 elevators in the center of the building like this. And so when you exit this elevator, you'll immediately see this opening here. I've put 2 hanging signs like this to indicate that you're entering like a new building. And as you can see, here is the glass roof from the inside. It's really tall and extends all the way up to the 3rd floor. And I've made these escalators blue because in the hotel there were like there was these escalators with blue lines on them, and I thought that was a really cool design. How they kind of just went all up, and you could see every single one of them at once. And so that's kind of what I wanted to achieve here. And so with the escalators, I've made the escalator part of it using this black hole texture, light cyan glass, and the what do you call the sea lantern going all the way up like this in this pattern. And for the railing, I've made it with the glass pane, which is like thinner than the traditional glass block. And so yeah, I've made 3 of these escalators going all up like this. And let's see here. A lot of open space. I'm still deciding what to do with this massive room. I'm definitely going to be adding a lot of like sofas and chairs, maybe even a restaurant on this first floor right here where this opening is, because we have a lot of room in here. Could make a really nice restaurant out of this. But yeah, so all the floors are made of this block quartz pattern. Here's where you check in. Large light here, the tables. Maybe this backspace doesn't need to be so big, so I might change that. But yeah, so that's about it for the first floor. There's not actually much in the interior yet. But as you can see in this back right corner is where this that diagonal part that's on the outside, that's where this is. And let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we have 8 elevators actually, which is a lot. And originally, I was struggling to design these elevators because this area is on a diagonal, and so the elevators, I actually had them like along the corner like this, and it looked horrendous. And I got a suggestion that I could make it kind of padded like this into multiple layers, so that the elevator itself, these 2 blocks that I've made as seaweed blocks, don't have to be on a corner. They could be flat like this, and then I'll just make it a repeating like staircase design. And it really worked because now the elevators look like elevators. I do have an item frame with the up arrow. I think this is a smithing stone or something like that. I've put it on there because for some reason in this texture pack it's got an up arrow, which is kind of nice. And the reason why I chose this block for the elevator is because it kind of has these 2 sets of doors with this silver lining down the middle. So yeah, this is what I chose. And as you can see, each shaft goes individually up like this. You could see each elevator door opening like that, and it goes all the way to the top like this. So most of my time was actually spent putting these white wool blocks going all the way up. And so that's the design that I've used for this. So let's just take a look at one of the model floors that I've built. Some of them, oh actually no, let's go one floor at a time. Oh, we're already on the 3rd floor. It was my bad. Okay, so here we are. This is the 2nd floor. So you could see that we're a little higher. We have a nice view of this lobby portion. 1 escalator leads up to this area here, like so. And this takes us right to the swimming pool. And so as you can see, there's like a lock button. Maybe you could put your key card on that or something. Just a little bit of design. A shelf where you can put the towels right on there, something like that. Actually, you know what? Let's try something. Is there anything I could put here that makes it look like a towel? Maybe a white banner? Can I put it behind it like that? I can. Nice. Now that looks pretty cool. I'll put one there too, maybe. Yeah, so those are definitely towels. Very nice. So then as you can see, we have these windows here, these little chairs, you can sit. The pool. Not really much to see here. I mean, the lifeguard chair, it's pretty simple, I guess. I've just put these paintings in here and everything like that. White carpet. Okay, so that's it for the swimming pool. This room will be the fitness room. I'll put a lot of like treadmills and stuff like that. And here is the bar. I've made a special logo for this actually using the banner and the loom again. I actually really like how that came out. Let's see, I called it the lozenge because for some reason in Minecraft they call this diamond design the lozenge. So that's what I named it. And it's this black and yellow pattern. So it's kind of a bar. It's really dark because, bars are not really well lit all the time. So here is the bar section. There's these high-rise chairs like this along the countertop. The glass with the bottles on there like this. And of course, I've put 2 TVs up on there. Now, this isn't actually really a TV. Now, usually, if you've watched my previous episodes, I make TVs with just the black block. But right now, I kind of wanted to give the effect that the TVs were on and showing something. So I've put 2 paintings on the front of the TV like this, and obviously I ensured that the paintings were the same, were showing the same screen. Actually, I could even make another TV in the front. Maybe like this, and we'll put the same painting. So we want the leaves one. It's just a little bit of trial and error. There we go. So now it looks like we have a TV running. 3 of them showing the same exact screen. I guess that's one way to do it, right? Pretty creative. So the kitchen's back there. We have the booth seating. I'll obviously finish seating the rest of the restaurant, but yeah. So this is one restaurant that we have in the hotel. And remember before I said that I kind of wanted to feel like a mall? Well, it sort of is because I have 2 restaurants, top and bottom, like that, and we still have a 3rd floor with all of this vacant space here. So I'm probably gonna actually put some stores in here too. And so it's kind of like a combination of a mall on the first 3 floors with not too many stores, but some stores, and then the rest will be the hotel rooms. So it's kind of like a twist on the other version where the hotel is connected to the Prudential Center in Boston, and there are stores very, very close to the hotel, but it's in a separate building. This one, I'll keep it in the same building. Or I could even actually, I'm kind of rambling on now, but I could even make a huge mall behind this hotel and connect the stores like that maybe. But that'll be a lot of work for sure. Okay, so on to the 3rd floor. There's nothing here. It's just the same design, but there's nothing here. So let's move on to the model rooms. So let's go up the elevator and into the floor here. And so now I've used a terracotta pattern because Marriotts tend to have quite distinct patterns on their floors, I've noticed. Actually, all hotels in general. So I've picked this kind of gray floor like this. And then it's lined with the gray on the edges. This is actually what the floor looks like. And then the quartz roofing, these are slabs with the light sticking out like this, the hallway, such. And then you can see clearly how the 2 wings are made when you're in the main floor. So on every floor, I'm going to design it the same exact way. The elevators are all going to be here like this, and then you can turn here, and there's that side. In the real hotel, there was like vending machines in this corner and stuff like that. So this is actually exactly how it looked. And then you can turn this way and left, and then the rest of the rooms are going to be on the left and right like that. And I thought I did have one room, actually, but maybe it's not on this floor. Let me try one more up. Maybe it's on this one. Oh, this one isn't even complete yet. Ah, yes, there's a door on the right. Yeah, so this is one of the rooms. It's a single bed, a little compact, but it's still cozy. I've put this typical lamp design, the bathroom, stuff like that. And so this is just an example of what one of the rooms could look like. And once again, we will finish off the video with our aerial view. And so let's get out of here first. Take down the elevator. It's definitely not complete, as is the entire building, but I did want to show what I have so far, especially the exterior design. Ooh, it's night. We would want to change that. Okay, so here we are. It's day, and we will finish off with our zoom out. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned because the next episodes are going to be about the airport. So that's been long awaited. And yeah, so if you have anything you want to let me know or want to see me build, let me know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.